Welcome here to Alpha Ice Complex here in Harmer, Pennsylvania. We're here for a beautiful senior night. Great weather outside, good conditions here inside the rink. We got 18 seniors here for senior night, ready to suit up, guys who have played their heart out for this program for all 4 years of their career here in Central Catholic. Some that have played for more than 4 years with the great middle school program they have here for the hockey team. Very exciting to have the senior program. And of course, we'll be here for this game now, for the senior ceremony. We'll be starting shortly and shortly after the varsity hockey. many know Mr. Jim Donahue. Many may not know that he was a graduate from our hockey program, class of 2003, and the current assistant principal of student affairs. As we begin our senior recognition, we'd also like to introduce Brother Mike Draco. He's the principal of Central Catholic High School. In a moment, he's going to give the opening prayer. At the conclusion, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by Fox Chapel student Grace Gallons. Brother Mike.
Thank you, thank you. So let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God, in the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, today we ask for your blessing on players whom we are celebrating this evening. May they take any lessons that they have learned in the classroom. Being a part of something bigger than themselves with them when they leave the house. Most of all, we pray that they take their God-given gifts and talents touch as they go throughout their careers. In a special way, we also thank all those who made this hockey experience and central responsibility a reality. Coaches, the Hockey Boosters Association, parents, family, and friends. Much about the game of life through their good example, and for this we are most grateful. We ask all of this, especially the blessing on us. All of our seniors and their families as well for entering the Brotherhood night. As we say over here on this side, joining us for puck drop is alternate captain Fred Jacob from our program's inaugural season in 1973. Representing our current Vikings are seniors Becca and alternate captain Kristen Cambridge. This time we would also like to recognize the graduating class from Fox Chapel, Danny Downey, Mason Heininger. Before we get started, we'd like to thank our first senior for tonight is Becca Mallory. Becca Mallory. Thanks his parents for allowing him to play hockey at a high level, and for the support of the Central Catholic Hockey family. Stick together and believe. Congratulations, Becky. Started with Vikings Hockey for his freshman year at Central Catholic. Thanks to Coach Johnson, Coach Miller. Congratulations, DJ. Our next senior is Ricky Castricani. Going to Central Catholic in 7th grade, Ricky will be studying civil engineering and marine sciences at the University of Miami in Miami, Florida. He also helps to play club hockey there. We'd like to thank his family, coaches Eleanor and Johnson, for supporting him on and off the ice, and for putting up with him for 4 years. We'd also like to thank all of the CCVHC brothers who have made the last 4 years so memorable. Congratulations. Our next senior is Jake Gold. Jake is going to Central Catholic Hockey since 7th grade. We'd like to thank Top Top for his support and his engagement. His message to the underclassmen is to have each other's back. Never point fingers, and to always remember to have fun because it will be over before you know it. After graduation, congratulations, Jake. Our next senior is Daniel Duncan. Always show up in practice and work your hardest to be a leader on the team. Congratulations, Dave. Our next senior is Joel Hayden. Joel. Congratulations, Joel. Our next senior is Sammy Gaffney. Sam has been a member of the Viking Hockey since 9th grade. Plans to major in business and college. Hope to continue to play hockey as well. We'd like to thank his parents for guiding him to who he has become today. We'd also like to thank his teammates. He couldn't have chosen a better group of guys to spend these 4 years with. His advice to the underclassmen is that their time flies, so try to savor every moment and have the best experience possible. Work as hard as you can every time you step onto the ice, and you will never regret it. Congratulations, Sam. Our next senior is Tyler. We'd like to thank his mom for making sure he's always ready for everything, and his dad for making him into the player he's become. Tyler can't believe how quickly high school hockey came and went. There's the memories and time that he's had wearing the jersey. We'd like the underclassmen to work as hard as he can every time they're out on the ice.
Sorry, we're seeing everywhere we go. Tyler.
So I can skate back first.
Our next scene, we'd like to thank his parents for their time and dedication to him, and thanks his brother and sister for their support. Clayton encourages younger players to work hard and have fun. Congratulations. Eric's support during his career. Congratulations, Aaron. Also, Coach Swanson and Coach Ellen taking a chance on him. He had never played and pushing him to get. We'd also like to thank coaches Johnson and Miller for teaching him not only to be a better player, but a better young adult. He reminds the younger class. Congratulations, Victoria. Ethan would also like to thank Mr. Heller for all he would like to remind the underclassmen to always be a part of this work. Hard work is more important now. Alex will be attending the University of Tennessee in the fall. Congratulations, Alex. Our next senior is Dante. Dante has played Vikings hockey since middle school. He liked his family and coaches who supported him throughout his youth hockey career. His words of wisdom are, don't take penalties in the playoffs. After graduation, Dante plans to major in finance at Fort Worth University. Congratulations, Dante. He plans to attend college and study biomedical engineering, and then possibly attend medical school. Congratulations, Joey. Our next senior is Dante Talladega. The parents of the guys in the front here, Dante shared in the classroom to work hard and have fun. Dante is going to attend St. Vincent University to study business and marketing and continue to play golf in college. Congratulations, Dante. I believe at 6:20 we'll have a ceremonial puck drop, so the game will be coming up soon. But one last time, as we honor our graduating class who continue to grow as men of faith, scholarship, and service. Let's have one last round of applause for the 50th anniversary graduating class.
Thank you for coming. How did the hockey program begin? What got it started way back when in 1970?
You go, Fred.
We played amateur hockey for the team called the Lampo Rollers out of the old Alpine Ice Show. And so we knew each other, and we tried to gather up enough players to have an exhibition game through Brother Benedict.
Oliver, right?
Right. To ask, after we did the exhibition games, can we use the school name because it's a club team? And he said yes, and we rounded up some more players and got things moving.
Was there only one team?
Yes. Oh yeah. We were lucky to pull together one. Yeah.
9 through 12.
How was the first year?
Well, Fred says we're 8-8-1. I
8,
thought
8,
we were.
1.
I thought we were 6-7-1. So who knows? But we were 8 teams a year before in high school hockey, and we were one of the new 8 teams. And the new teams were supposed to go in the lower tier, and the returning teams in the upper tier. And we said, no way, we're not skating down there because there was a bunch of teams that were really weak. And we skated up, finished 5th place, 1 point out of the playoffs.
The uniforms in 1972-73.
Well, they were called sweaters back then. And they fit like a sweater, as you can see how small they are. Of course, even if we would have to get a bigger size now. We put some weight on since we graduated for them. They weren't required. So they were basically, that's how hockey was back then. It was a sweater you wore, a decorative sweater to keep you warm outside.
Helmets, no face mask.
No,
This is Freddie's.
just we had a cage that you wore over your mouth, and that was it. This one's a little beat up.
And the skates look different too.
Yeah. Well, the other helmets too. That's actually a top quality helmet back then.
Here were you? How old were you
No, I
when
think
you
the coaches
started?
Senior year, I was been 16.
Well, the junior year we first started the team. We played together in our sophomore years at Lampo Rollers. Junior year was exhibition, and our senior year was the team.
Did you think it would last 50 years? Did you think that it would grow?
I don't think we were thinking beyond the next game.
Yeah. That wasn't even our thought. You know, let's have some fun. So we were a bunch of kids playing a hockey game. I went to Pitt and I played at Pitt. My sophomore year, I was a club president here at Central. I took over the club at Pitt my sophomore year as assistant captain, defenseman, and I played there for 4 years. And then after I graduated about 6 years later in '83, I became a hockey director. And I was a hockey director from '83 until 2021 when I retired. I was blessed with a great career. Thank God for that.
What about you, Fred?
I graduated from Central and actually had a motorcycle accident that put me out of commission for a while, so I didn't play hockey again for another year or so, and I actually probably haven't stopped up until recently. I manufactured a firm and did that for probably 40 years, and just recently retired.
So what would you tell the players of today, you know, about Central Hockey?
Always be proud of what you do. And, you know, Central's a special place.
Very much so. And I don't know that you realize it until some years have passed, what a great school it is. It's not just about education, it's about treating other people, how you act in life, what you do. That's a top priority for Central.
Parents, there's 3 traits they gave me that I think that Central reinforced, and I pushed out with my children. It's personal integrity, a work ethic, and a compassion for others. And Central, well, that's instilled in you there. You know, a pride that other high schools don't have. You know, it's something about it. I don't know what it is. They call it the mystique. Whatever.
We're going back for the reunions, strolling the hallways with the beer. It's the same place. I mean, some things have changed, but it's the same place.
They still have the swimming pool on the 5th floor, don't they?
What did playing hockey do for you guys?
For me, it was a lot. I was a young, quiet, shy young man, believe it or not.
Hard to believe.
Found out the confidence level in me. But I mean, I was never this outgoing, and hockey gave me some confidence, and that's what sports can do for you. A positive life lesson. You have success in some area of your life. I don't care if it's sports, whatever, and you impose that upon other parts of your life.
I don't know that I can top that.
That's pretty good. So Viking heart forever then, right?
Oh yeah, baby, yeah. We're proud of it, you know. Everybody knows I'm a Viking fan, including my kids, you know. Yeah, Dad, you know.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, we're glad to see the team still around. But we were blessed to go to Central. And all the kids, you'll realize that more right there when you graduate than while you're there.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Son, Bob Arturo, nice to see you. Just one thing is, you know, take pride in this team. Take pride in yourself when you play, that's all. You know, 20, 30 years from now, you're going to remember that more than anything else. And one thing, key to the game, is you put the puck in their net more than they put in your net. The puck in their net more than they put it in your net. Okay. It's kind of cool.
Get the W?
Oh yeah.
You're part of a legacy now. Always take pride in that. Part of a family. The Central mystique will follow you everywhere you go when you leave those halls. Keep your heads up, your sticks down, and go get it done tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's really true. We come back later in life, and I mean, all of us alumni, you come back, and it's something special at that school. I don't know what it is, but it's really special. You know, and don't forget that, and always play with pride, man. Make sure what you do out there, you act right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So good.
And we're live. And welcome to Chess Coverage. We're live. Welcome here to Alpha Ikes Complex here in Harmer, Maryland. I'm here with Jimmy Gaffney. I'm Ryan Manners. Jimmy, what are your keys to today's game?
I think a huge thing for the Vikes is going to be getting pucks to the net, driving hard, getting those chances on an inexperienced goalie for Fox Chapel who isn't really used to this environment with this many fans and people in attendance. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure with this team and all the seniors that are playing for the Vikes. I feel like it's a big problem for them if their goalie doesn't step up to the plate and if the Vikes power him with shots all the time.
Yeah, the great Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Scott did quote that later in the time. And so, of course, this Central team is built off of hard work. How do you think that hard work pays into this success this year?
Yeah, I mean, coaching staff really pressures it hard, and I mean, it's a big mentality in this team's game, and the seniors know it. They know how to play hard. They know that they have to put their whole heart into the game, and if they don't, they're not going to get the victory they want. So I feel like it's been engraved in their mind in the past 4 years that hard work is only comes across as you keep going in the program. So.
And 18 seniors, of course, playing today. We can't say it enough. All these guys have laid their hearts out for this Central hockey team. And, of course, Rocco Salvetti cannot be here tonight due to him having prior arrangements. But a big shout-out to him. Another shout-out to Dante Scalise, who was hurt tonight, who also cannot play tonight due to his injury. So those guys have played terrific all season, have been real impactful players of the season. And looking forward to getting them back, hopefully, for the playoffs. And Fox Chapel, as Jimmy mentioned, a little bit of unexperience in that goaltending, which Central's looking to exploit today. So we'll be back at 6:20, I believe, for the ceremonial puck drop and the start of this senior night game.
Thank you for coming. How did the hockey program begin? What got it started way back when in
You
1970?
go, Fred.
We played amateur hockey for a team called the Lample Rollers out of the old Alpine ice chalet. And so we knew each other, and we tried to gather up enough players to have an exhibition game through Brother Benedict.
Oliver, right?
Right. To ask, after we did the exhibition games, can we use the school name because it's a club team? And he said yes, and we rounded up some more players and got things moving.
Was there only one team?
Yes. Oh yeah. We were lucky to pull together one. Yeah.
9 through 12.
How was the first year?
Well, Fred says we're 8-1. I
8,
thought
8,
we were.
1.
I thought we were 6-7-1. So who knows? But we were 8 teams a year before in high school hockey, and we were one of the new 8 teams. And the new teams were supposed to go in the lower tier, and the returning teams in the upper tier. And we said, no way, we're not skating down there because there was a bunch of teams that were really weak. And we skated up, finished 5th place, 1 point out of the playoffs.
The uniforms in 1972-73.
Well, they were called sweaters back then. And they fit like a sweater, as you can see how small they are. Of course, even if we would have to get a bigger size now. We put some weight on since we graduated for them. They weren't required. So they were basically, it's how hockey was back then. It was a sweater you wore, a decorative sweater to keep you warm outside.
Helmets, no face mask.
No,
This is Freddie's.
just we had a cage that you wore over your mouth, and that was it. This one's a little beat up.
And the skates look different too.
Yeah. Well, the other helmets too. That's actually a top quality helmet back then.
Where were you? How old were you
No, I
when
think
you
the coaches
started?
Senior year, I was in 16.
Well, the junior year we first started the team. We played together in our sophomore years at Lample Rollers. Junior year was exhibition, and our senior year was the team.
Did you think it would last 50 years? Did you think that it would grow?
I don't think we were thinking beyond the next game.
That wasn't even our thought. Let's have some fun. It's all we were a bunch of kids playing a hockey game. I went to Pitt and I played at Pitt. My sophomore year, I was a club president here at Central. I took over the club at Pitt my sophomore year as assistant captain, defenseman, and I played there for 4 years. And then after I graduated about 6 years later in '83, I became a hockey director. And I was a hockey director from '83 until 2021 when I retired. I was blessed with a great career. Thank God for that.
What about you, Fred?
I graduated from Central and actually had a motorcycle accident that put me out of commission for a while, so I didn't play hockey again for another year or so, and actually probably haven't stopped up until recently. I manufactured a firm and did that for probably 40 years, and just recently retired.
So what would you tell the players of today, about Central hockey?
Always be proud of what you do. And, Central's a special place.
Very much so. And I don't know that you realize it until some years have passed, what a great school it is. It's not just about education, it's about treating other people, how you act in life, what you do. That's a top priority for Central.
Parents, there's 3 traits they gave me that I think that Central reinforced, and I pushed out with my children. It's personal integrity, a work ethic, and a compassion for others. And Central, that's instilled in you there. A pride that other high schools don't have. It's something about it. I don't know what it is. They call it the mystique. Whatever.
We're going back for the reunions, strolling the hallways with a beer. It's the same place. I mean, some things have changed, but it's the same place.
They still have the swimming pool on the 5th floor, don't they?
What did playing hockey do for you guys?
For me, it was a lot. I was a young, quiet, shy young man, believe it or not.
Hard to believe.
Found out the confidence level in me. But I was never this outgoing, and hockey gave me some confidence, and that's what sports can do for you. A positive life lesson. You have success in some area of your life. I don't care if it's sports, whatever, and you impose that upon other parts of your life.
I don't know that I can top that.
That's pretty good. So Viking heart forever then, right?
Oh yeah, baby, yeah. We're proud of it. Viking family, including my kids, you know, Dad, you know.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, we're glad to see the team still around. But we were blessed to go to Central. And all the kids, you'll realize that more right there when you graduate than while you're there.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Son, Bob Arturo, nice to see you. Guys, this one thing is, you know, take pride in this team. Take pride in yourself when you play, that's all. You know, 20, 30 years from now, you're going to remember that more than anything else. And one thing, the key to the game, is you put the puck in their net more than they put in your net. The puck in their net more than they put it in your net. Okay. It's kind of cool.
Get the W?
Oh yeah.
You're part of a legacy now. Always take pride in that. Part of a family. The central mystique will follow you everywhere you go when you leave those halls. Keep your heads up, your sticks down, and go get it done tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's really true. We come back later in life, and I mean, all of us alumni, you come back, and it's something special at that school. I don't know what it is, but it's really special. You know, and don't forget that, and always play with pride, man. Make sure what you do out there, you act right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So good.
Hello and welcome back to this senior night recognition game for your Central Catholic Vikings here at Alpha Ice Complex. This is a highly anticipated game between the Central Catholic Vikings and the Fox Chapel Foxes. Your Central Catholic Vikings have a record of 13-5-1 and they're placed third in the PIHL standings. Now I'm here with my color man, Brian Meredith. I'm Jimmy Gaffney. Brian, what are you thinking about this game today?
Well, this game might not technically matter in terms of wins and losses for today, but I think it means a lot to these these guys out there to win on senior night. Win one as your final home game before playoffs here. Just something very, of course, this team will be playing in the Penn's Cup, a very exciting moment for this team. And potentially, and in addition to this, it is the senior game, but that's no time to just shy away from the great future of the program. The JV1 team is sitting at 9-2-3. The JV2 team is sitting at 4-9-2, and the middle school team at a not so great 0-18-1. But of course, there is room to improve. Those guys are still young. I think the future is just overwhelmingly bright for this younger generation of teams, and this varsity team, well, even though it might have a lot of seniors on the team graduating, I still think they are very much capable of winning this Penn's Cup this year.
Definitely. Now, as we start the game, there's going to be a ceremonial puck drop between the two captains of the Central Catholic Vikings JV1 team and our varsity team. The captain of our varsity team is number 8, Beckham Alger, and the captain of the JV team is number 45, Joey Salvaggio.
And those two guys, they really earned the captain position, and it's something that I think they preach and honor, which I think the coaching staff did a great job of picking the captains this year. Guys who really did put in the work to deserve the captain, being like true leaders out there on the ice, really helps them solidifies. As our official, Jack Sabo, who is in fact a senior at Central Catholic, will bring up the cup, will bring up the puck for the ceremonial puck drop, which I think that shows the importance of the night. With having Central officiating too, that which shows the family mood that this Central Catholic hockey team has.
As you said, I mean, all of us at Central Catholic, we're all brothers. We're family here. We all stick together. No matter what team we're on, we all play for the Vikings. And all these 18 seniors are playing for one another, even if they are on different teams. They're all coming together and playing as hard as a team against the Foxes today and looking to get the W.
And speaking of brothers, your two brothers, Sam and Tyler Gaffney, two of the best players on this team, 4-year varsity players. Your brother Sam Gaffney leads the teams in goals with 16 goals. It's something very elite, hard to do leading the team in goals. Very much good to him. Last home game for him. Very excited.
It's very true. He's had a very good year. These past 3 years have been a little bit mediocre in his eyes, but this year he's really starting to become the player that he's grown to become, and it's showing this season.
As Sam Gaffney will take the opening puck drop from center ice here.
And the puck dropped by Jack Sabo, and we're on. Past the tie there over to Pivich, back to Gaffney. Gaffney, back to Pivich.
Starting lineups today for the Vikes are
Pivich to
both Gaffney brothers.
Gaffney stays on sides. He goes by him, and he is tripped into the boards. Fabian on it. Back to Gaffney. Fabian with pressure.
Great pressure here by Fabian on the puck.
Turned over by the Foxes, but it is regained. Going up the right side boards.
They're gaining momentum here early.
Gaffney going to retrieve. Goes for the wraparound, but is deflected and back to Gaffney.
Tyler Gaffney is wearing number 4. Sam Gaffney wears number 22 with Alex Sarkis out on the wings alongside Ethan Pivich at defense and Joel Fabian also all starting lineup.
Nice wraparound save there by Thierry, the 4-year veteran of Central Catholic's hockey program.
And that's something you see. A lot of these guys are all 4-year veterans, 4-year varsity players, and which really adds an aspect of which could make them go far in the Penn's Cup this year.
It's a very good point. Foxes break out, dumped in deep. Castricani going in for it.
Just a dump and change there for the Foxes. Dump it in and get some fresh lines out on the ice.
Alger with pressure. Pass to Kepperling. Kepperling goes in. He stays on sides.
That was a good feed inside. Just couldn't find him.
The Foxes with pressure. They regain the puck behind the net. Kepperling on it. Dumped in deep, but kept in by Alger. Kepperling pressuring again, picks it up. Looks to crack out, but was errant. The Foxes dump in deep once again.
I think Central's done a great job with their rotational lines here early, getting every guy an opportunity to play here on senior night, but while still playing very competitive hockey.
Quick line change for the Vikes, with JV captain Joe Salvaggio coming back onto the ice for his first shift. Castricani going in for pressure, picked up by Alger on the left boards. Alger behind the net. Tried to look for Salvaggio, but didn't make it. Wide of the net by the Foxes.
Starting in net for Central Catholic tonight is Patrick Lettieri, starting over usual starting goaltender Jake Dole. Pat Lettieri's been a guy who only started playing hockey 4 years ago. And it's been it's just remarkable how good he is for only being playing for 4 years in his life.
And that is a quick goal by the Foxes. I call that an announcer's jinx, if I say so myself.
Yeah, I might have jinxed Pat right there, but, you know, Pat, I knowing him, he doesn't like to remember things very long, and he'll just forget that in his mind and move on to the next shot. They may be up 1-0 right now, but these Vikes have a lot of fight to get back into this game.
It's 1-0 for the Foxes, but I know their coaching staff, the coaching staff always ingrains in these players to work hard and try and get the next goal to tie the game up. Foxes win the draw back. Bierk on the right side boards. Sarkis on the physicality play. Back to Gaffney.
Good pressure by Alex Sarkis right there. He's a real hard-working guy. May not have the most talent on the team, but definitely
Gaffney
works the hardest out of any of them.
Shot by Fabian. And a nice save by Watson.
High-quality shot on goal. He aimed for the pass, for the chance at the rebound. They couldn't get it, but it was a good hockey IQ move right there.
Gaffney looking for Sarkis. Sarkis going in. 4 defenders in. He just dumps it back deep. Fabian on the left side boards. Wraps it around.
Sarkis was trying to fight for it, but just couldn't get there.
Almost kept in by Gaffney. Fabian at center ice. Looks for Gaffney. Gaffney looks to Fabian.
Oh, that's a terrific opportunity lost there by Central. It was just a great opportunity to score, just like no one in front of the net, costing them the goal.
Solid defense there by the Foxes to keep that one out of the net. It was a nice look there by Gaffney to Fabian. Fabian once again on a 2-on-1. And the shot and the rebound. He scores! Krakow from the assist from Fabian, and it is 1-1.
And we are tied just like that, not so long after the first goal. Number 46, Aaron Krakow, putting the rebound in, and a terrific shot there. Joel Fabian shot the puck. He was right there to clean up the garbage and throw it in the net, and we are tied here at 1-1.
As we said earlier, Ryan, the key to the game is getting pucks on net, and this is exactly what the Vikings did. They got the puck to the net, got an easy rebound goal, and it is tied up 1-1.
Yeah, very impressive rebounding goal there by Aaron Krakow.
Pivich on the right side boards. And a nice block by Kepperling.
Still in the Foxes zone, though.
Shot by Fox Chapel.
Good save there
Just
by Pat Lettieri.
And the net is off.
The net is off, and that will be an official timeout.
The pressure has been very solid on the Vikings' defensive side. They've really limited the chances on net for the Fox Chapel Foxes, but I feel like they're going to keep the momentum going as this goal just has increased their
as the Foxes win the draw.
Kepperling with pressure. And is picked up by Alger. Alger on the right side boards. Over to Kepperling. Kepperling on the left side boards. He dumps it in deep.
Alger going to find it, going to dump it in front, and that was
a big save by Watson.
Terrific opportunity missed there by the Vikes, but a great shot on goal nevertheless.
Alger on the far side boards. Looks to Pivich. Pivich with a shot. Tipped off Moret, but it just didn't get through to the net. Solid shot from outside to try and get an opportunity there, just didn't happen to get through. Back out to Alger. Alger goes around 2, back to Pivich. Pivich looking for Moret. Moret tries to tip it in deep, just didn't get much on it, and it's Fox Chapel.
Well, that's a good play there by Moret. Just stop the icing, tip it in, don't allow a whistle to stop the play. It's going to be offsides on the Foxes.
A lot lot of nice shots on that last shift for the Vikings. Keeping up the pressure and hoping to keep it going.
Central is leading the shots on goal with 4-3 to start this game.
Salvaggio wins the draw. Nice save by Lettieri.
Terrific save by Patrick Lettieri. Just a high-quality save and a big moment right there. And another great save by Patrick Lettieri.
It's in the corner for Castricani. Castricani tries to clear but didn't get out. Tallarico with pressure. Tallarico tips it back to Fox Chapel. Tip just wide of the net. Castricani to Burek.
Good dump in right there.
Fox Chapel with possession behind the net.
Now Fox is going to look to push it the other way, but dump it in and going to look to start something up.
Nice defensive play by Burek. Just wide of the net by Fox Chapel. Salvaggio dumps it in deep.
And that's, I think that most certainly will be an icing.
The Vikings will go for a change.
And they will get a change, but the puck will start in their own zone and going to be a dangerous situation here for the Vikings.
The defense for the Vikings has looked very solid, though. They're keeping shots from the outside and the perimeter and blocking shots when they need it.
Yeah, don't allow anything from the inside. Even the goal they had wasn't from the inside. So you sort of want to form a triangle around the goal and don't let anyone inside of that.
Gaffney wins the draw. And Gaffney dumped it to Fabian. Fabian back to Gaffney, and he just misses it. Tyler Gaffney off to Pivic. Pivic with the shot. Rebound. Tyler Gaffney. And it just almost crosses the line, but the Fox Chapel Foxes get it out.
The netminder's legs, and they're sitting there just waiting to be tapped in, but the Foxes can be able to clear it out as they dump it into their own net. I mean, into their own bench, excuse me.
That was a great look for the Vikings there. They got the shot from the perimeter they needed, got the rebound, and just missed. Just almost crossed the line, but didn't get it through.
Yes, and brings their shot totals up to 6 on the day.
Gaffney with another face-off win. Pivic behind the net with pressure. Gaffney slips and falls. Up to Gaffney again. To Sarkis. Sarkis on the right side boards. He keeps it.
Sarkis fine for it on this edge here, kind of pushed in there by 2 Foxes defenders.
Scrum on the boards with Gaffney to help. The Foxes clear it. Gaffney back to Pivic. Gaffney again. Gaffney on the near side boards. Cuts across the right side. Goes around the fenceman.
Well, that looks like it's going to be a trip.
That is going to be a trip on the Fox Chapel Foxes.
Easy call to make there if you're official Jack Sabo.
That's a very good point. Tyler was going in with speed and
just got
very easy for the official.
Just got his legs cut out from underneath him.
It's a very easy play for the official to call. And your Vikings will be on a power play. Very strong power play for the Vikings this season with both the Gaffney brothers, Ty and Sam. On Sam is the centerman, Ty on the right side defense. Beckham Alger on the left side. Ethan Pivic on the right side wing, and Alex Sarkis in the middle.
Oh, that's tipped by Sarkis, but going to be a shot on goal, but not going to be a goal.
Pivic wrapped around the net to Alger. Alger waiting. And it's turned over in the middle of the ice.
It's going to be a breakaway, 1-on-none.
Under shot, missed wide. It's an errant turnover by the Vikings there on that one, on the power play. They're trying to reset, get it back set up for the power play.
That's another turnover right here, and it's going to be another 1-on-none shot.
Shot by Fox Chapel again wide. Sarkis with time, looks to Gaffney. Gaffney.
Oh, is he going to
over to Alger. Alger
on Beckham go in.
Boards. He looks for the shot, and it's saved by Watson. Fox Chapel looking to clear, and they do. The Vikings will go for a change to their second power play unit. Castricani regrouping over to Krakow, but it was errant. and that will be an icing with 53 seconds left on the Vikings power play.
Krakow had the first goal of the day, and he's back on the ice looking to get his second. 53 seconds remaining on this power play with 5:38 remaining here in this first period. Vikings lead the shot totals 7-4, but we are knotted here at 1-1.
2 tough turnovers on the power play so far for the Vikings. Hopefully they can clean it up and set it up nicer on this second power play unit. Krakow with pressure. Over to Burek. Burek to Castricani. Looking for Moret, but it was tipped by Fox Chapel. Burek to Kepperling. Kepperling back to Castricani. Over to Burek. Burek skating over the blue line. The Vikings stay offside, and they will set up on the power play. Burek with a shot just wide. Castricani picks it up, tries to get another shot through, but is blocked by Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel is unable to clear. Moret. Heavy body check in the corner. A little physicality there from Moret.
Oh, that one's going to be tipped
by
away.
Fox Chapel.
That's going to be a big opportunity
Castricani
for the
skating back. Fox Chapel. Shot wide again. Another tough turnover there, but the Vikings are back to even strength with nothing to go on the power play.
Yeah, the Vikes are getting really lucky with these turnovers. Just the turnovers at which they've been forced have been opening up fast breaks, one-on-none type of situations, but the shots have just been wide for the Foxes.
Another good look there by Moret, but it didn't get through to Kepperling, and the net came off for a stoppage of play. The Vikings will go for a change, getting their second unit back on the ice with Dan Donahue, Joe Salvaggio, and Dante Tallarico, with Ethan Pivich and Beckham Alger on defense. Face-off won by Fox Chapel. Looking to clear. Bad bounce off the stanchion. Bounce over Pivich's stick.
Yeah, Pivich just lost that puck and couldn't figure out where it was, and it went over his head.
And that would be a trip against the Fox Chapel Foxes, with Lettieri going to the bench for the extra attacker.
They're looking to
Alger.
As the whistle will be called, and the Vikes will go back on the power play for the second time today.
Second power play chance for the Vikings, as you just said. Hopefully this time they can be more successful than their first, with their last power play having 2 crucial turnovers leading to big chances for the Fox Chapel Foxes. They will go back to their first power play unit with the face-off on the near left dot in their own end.
2 Gaffney brothers out there with Alex Sarkis, Beckham Alger, and Ethan Pivich are going to be out there for the Vikes.
Face-off won by Gaffney, back to Gaffney. Alger waiting. Steps up. Pass to Gaffney, and he misses wide of the net.
Oh, that was a great opportunity missed by the Vikes.
Alger on the left side, he waits again. Looks for the shot, but blocked by Fox Chapel.
Trips on his own skates as he was
in by Alger. Fox Chapel will go back on a 2-on-2. Nice defensive play by Gaffney, and Pivich picks it up in the defensive end. Brought up the left side boards for Pivich. Cleared by Fox Chapel.
That one's going to be on net, but going to be an easy save to make as it was just trickling in, and just a tip there over the central player by Lettieri.
Burek tries the Omaha play to Gaffney, but it didn't get through. And a little bouncer over to Lettieri, but he plays it out with 1 minute and 9 seconds left on the Central Catholic Vikings power play. Brought up by Gaffney. Gaffney on the left side.
Sam just going to lose it into the corner, but can reclaim it.
Gaffney waits, looks for a pass to Gaffney. Gaffney with a backhand.
As Alex Sarkis, look at the hustle right there on the ground, making a good play at it.
Sarkis, as he said earlier, hard work is more important than talent. He showed it there with that dive.
That is a quote from him. That is not one he took. He did say that.
That's what we'd like to see out of our Vikings, that hard work to get these goals that we need.
And that's what they preach in this program, just hard work. Hard work's more important than talent. That's really what's showing up today for the Vikes.
Face-off won by the Vikings. Shot blocked. And and it is thrown out of play by the Fox Chapel Foxes, and we will have a face-off with 45 seconds left on the Vikings power play. Vikings lead the shots 8-5 with 2 minutes 43 seconds left in this first period of play.
This has been a much more successful power play than the first one was. A lot more opportunities on this one here.
For sure. We've gotten a lot of perimeter shots that have led to nice tips and great scoring chance for the Vikes. Just haven't gotten it to go. Kashtakani looking for Burek, but it's tipped. Krakow couldn't handle it. Scrum against the boards with two Fox Chapel players. Kashtakani picks it up on the near side boards. And a big hit by Krakow. Picked up by Fabian.
They're going to say offsides.
It is offsides on that big hit by Fabian. Or excuse me, Krakow.
That was a big hit right there. That's kind of one of those momentum-changing hits, some might say.
Definitely. With 21 seconds left on the Vikings power play and 2 minutes 19 seconds left in the first period of play, the Vikings will go back to the unit of Fabian, Antonio Moret, and
a good dump in there by Moret to win the draw, but it ends up in a Fox Chapel defender. And Moret with a massive hit again.
Moret has been known to be a very physical player. Make some big momentum hits to hopefully change the game and give the Vikings that shift that they need. Now as
Fabian got a shot on goal there, and there's still 4 seconds left here on this power play with 2:02 remaining in the first period.
Henninger in the draw with Moret. Moret pushed it through. Nice shot, but saved by Watson. Kashtakani over to Moret. Moret back to Krakow. Krakow with the shot, but it was blocked by Fox Chapel. Burek keeps it in. Wide of the net. Burek with another keep. Burek looks for Fabian. Fabian just couldn't handle it.
Great job to keep it in the Fox Chapel zone here by Central.
Another keep by Kashtakani. Kashtakani looks for a shot and just wide.
That's such a terrific shot there by the University of Miami in Florida. Commit there for academics, of course, not playing hockey there. I don't even know if they have a hockey team at Miami.
I think they got a pretty solid club team there. I think you should have some fun there. It seems like a great campus. Fox Chapel dumped it in. Pivich going in on it. Pivich on the near side boards. Back to Burek. Burek throws it up the middle, looking for Donahue, but he couldn't get the pass through. And it is dumped out by the Fox Chapel Foxes.
And that one was dumped promptly into the younger Central Catholic teams out here who are out here to support the Vikes on senior day, but are not playing. That puck hit them right where they were sitting.
Do you think that was a little shot that the Fox Chapel Foxes
I do not think it was intentional by the Fox Chapel Foxes. I think it was just a bang-bang play and ended up in the net.
I get it. Face-off won by the Vikings. Back to Gaffney. Gaffney. Back to Pivich. Pivich over to Kepperling. With 40 seconds left in the first period of play. Back to Pivich. Pivich tries to get it through, and it leads to Donahue. Donahue with pressure. Dumped in by Fox Chapel. Pivich going in on it. Pivich on the near side boards. Goes with speed. And Kepperling just tries to drag the toe to stay on sides, but the Central Catholic student Jack Sabo calls Kepperling offsides.
I don't know if that one was off.
It was a close call. I think Sabo made the right call on that one. It looked a little bit offside.
He's closer than we are, but we are sitting right at the blue line. And when he made that, he was a bit farther back than we were.
It was a very close call. But I always trust our Central Catholic brother to make the right call.
Yeah, I don't think he would want to do his guys
Gaffney
wrong.
Looking for one last chance.
Oh, and what an opportunity there by number 4, Tyler Gaffney.
Watson has squeezed in there. Watson for the Fox Chapel Foxes had a very solid period so far, stopping 10 out of 11 shots with 4 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Face-off won by the Vikes. Kepperling was unable to pick it up, and the Fox Chapel Foxes will hold on to it, and that is the end of the first period of play.
Our score here, 1-1. 11 shots for the Vikes, 5 for the Foxes. Our score might be 1-1, but I think that doesn't really reflect the game. This game's feel like it's just been dominated by Central, and the only reason Fox Chapel has had shots and opportunities is because of Central mistakes, which I think is just a perfect way to describe how this game's gone so far. And of course, I was told earlier by Pat Lettieri and Jake Dole, they will be splitting time. So about halfway through the second period, I think we'll be looking to see star goaltender Jake Dole. If I am correct, he does have the most wins in all of Western Pennsylvania for high school.
Yes, he does, and he was leading the PIHL standings in save percentage for a very long time until Mount Lebanon's Caden Martin passed him up on the save percentage list.
I'm very excited to see how Jake Dole will play today. He's just a real honor to watch on the ice. He's just one of the best goaltenders you can get at the high school level.
Going back to Pat Lettieri has a .9 save percentage on the season in his 5 games played for the Vikings. And he has had a lot of growth as a goaltender and only played 4 years of ice hockey. And it's very impressive to see how much he's been able to build and take on this pressure as a leader. And he has to carry the team in some games where Dole has been unable to play or they need a victory, and he's been there for us. So.
Yeah, he's been that guy. He's been willing to step up in big moments and make big plays.
And as the second period is about to start up, Gaffney with another face-off win back to Alger. Fox Chapel with pressure, tipped by Gaffney. Sarkis with another hard-working play in the dump in.
And look at that defensive monster there by Alex Sarkis again on the ice with just pure hustle. And he's in there
Gaffney,
again to make another play.
Gaffney coming in the slot. He just misses wide, looking for over-the-glove shot in the top right corner.
Yeah, just a bit high on that shot.
Fox Chapel with time, pressure by Fabian. Up the middle. Fox Chapel with a shot on Lettieri.
He shot that right through Alger's legs.
And the Fox Chapel player took a big tumble on the left side of the boards.
Yeah, no Central player near him as Beckham Alger's stick just got caught in the boards.
Fox Chapel tries to go for the wraparound but didn't get through. And they score!
As there'll be a goal there, and you have to think, is that partly responsible to Beckham Alger's stick being caught in the boards and then basically being a man down for that offense possession?
That is a very tough thing to happen at that time.
I would say very, very unlucky in your own zone as well, where you can't afford one of those kind of mistakes. And like that's not even a mistake. That's just pure unluckiness by just happening to be getting stuck in the board gap where the Zamboni comes onto the ice.
It was a very solid perimeter shot by the Foxes, and they got it to a very big scrum in front of the net, and one of their players were just able to shovel it in, and it was the senior Quentin Q. Miskey, the assistant captain for the Foxes, to make it 2-1 with 14:02 left to play. And now
I think they're waiting to turn off the lights on the far end.
The goal light.
The goal sign here is still going.
Struggling to turn off the goal light, and now one of the players has just turned it off.
And a big
with
time
the student section cheering him on for that.
Yes, that's big. Just go out there, unplug the lights. You don't want those wearing about all over. Can definitely be distracting.
Gaffney to Bierek. Bierek lost the puck and it hit off the netting.
Here.
Moret in for the face-off for the Vikings, and it is won by Moret. Bierek lays out for it, goes for the tip, picked up by Gaffney behind the net, wrapped over to Krakow.
Oh, and what a play there to find him.
Nice catch by Kepperling. Kepperling on the right side boards, cuts across the middle, shot, rebound. Rebound by Kepperling and a huge save by Watson.
He's just going to cover that up with his glove and force a whistle. So there's a big save there by the Fox Central goaltender.
A great chance by the Vikings with that 3-on-2, and a lot of pressure in the front of the net for that rebound. Just couldn't get it through Watson, who has had a very solid game to this point. Face-off won by Fox Chapel.
And a little thing we noticed in warm-ups about Watson, he was not warming. He was on the ice. He wasn't in net warming up. He didn't have his blocker on. And then the coach brought the blocker to him, so I think he might have forgot that in the locker room.
He sure has turned it around since game time.
Definitely has. He's played a great game so far.
Fox Chapel going in on 2-on-2. DJ Burek with back checking. Shot by Fox Chapel, just wide. Fanned on it slightly. Pass towards the front of the net, just went through his feet.
Trying to get it out.
Kept in by the Foxes.
And will get it out.
Nice defensive play by Kepperling to stop the pass through the middle. Fox Chapel brings it up center ice, and that will be offsides.
That's the right call there, man.
With 12:51 in the second period of play, the Central Catholic Vikings still lead the shot totals 13-7.
The Vikes have seemed like they've played hard. They've just made like mistakes and gotten unlucky breaks, like when Beckham Alger was back on the ice now. The last time he was on the ice, his stick got cut in the boards.
I guarantee you, after that second goal by the Vikes, the coaching staff is going to keep pushing them, and they're going to get the next goal if their life depends on it. Alger bringing up the right side boards.
Oh, I don't think he's going to pass this. He wants to take this himself.
And he took it himself, but it led to a turnover.
The unfortunate turn there by Beckham.
Back to Alger. Alger. Nice defense again by Fox Chapel for the turnover.
The thing I like about Beckham is he's a defenseman, he plays defense, but he has the ability to skate up and score on offense.
It's a very good point. But that also leads to many turnovers that can happen, but the Vikings defense has been able to counteract those turnovers with solid offense.
Oh no, another good opportunity here. Trying to stay on sides and does. What an impressive effort there by the Vikes.
Talarico on the right side boards. Very new to hockey for him. He just came back for this senior year in 12th grade. He wanted to strap up the skates again and start playing. And
he'll be attending St. Vincent College for his further academic career.
I applaud Dante for coming out for his senior year for hockey.
Yeah, it means a lot. He loves the sport. He's a big guy, big team player. Just loves everything about hockey, and it shows out here with his guts and the way he plays.
And a nice physical play by Pivich. Pivich waiting. Looking to Alger. Alger waits, shoots just wide of the net. Shot by Fabian, and another save by Watson.
Another good save as that one was just shot right at his chest. I believe that'll be the 15th shot on goal for the Vikes today.
The Vikings have had a very long break since their last game. It has probably been around a week and a half since they've played.
Yeah, but that's pretty common here in high school hockey to get these long breaks because, of course, it's such a long season. It starts in October and ends in April.
Gaffney, shot by Burek. Nice save by Watson and a great shot by Burek to hopefully get a tip in front of the net. And another nice save by Watson. Gaffney on the right side boards. Looking for a pass. Wrapped around the boards to Sarkis. Sarkis with pressure.
Another great hustle play there by Sarkis to make sure Fox Chapel does not get the puck.
Fox Chapel goes D to D. Going up the left side boards. Sarkis, Fabian with pressure. Gaffney cutting across the left side with Fabian.
He's just going to give that up. It seems like they just like tugged his stick a little and took it away from him.
It's a very soft play.
Yeah, it seems like the Foxes just wanted it more.
Foxes in their offensive end, picked up by Burek. Burek. And that's a trip once again by the Foxes.
Third tripping penalty, and that will lead to another Vikings power play. The third of the day. They've been unsuccessful on the previous two.
The third trip by the Foxes. The Vikings have been playing with a lot of speed coming up the side boards and they're
going to have to put in the second power play unit. There's two of the power plays. We're already out on the ice for that shift right there, and they've been out there for a while, so they need a rest. So that thing, wonder it's going to affect.
The Vikings
goal scorer
will be...
Sam Gaffney was just out there, and he's not out there right now.
The Vikings switched up their power play unit this time with Antonio Moret, Krakow, and Kepperling starting the game with Gaffney and Pivich on defense. Kepperling behind the net looking for Krakow. Didn't get through. Fox Chapel looking to clear, and it is almost kept in by Pivich, but it is out. And it is clear by Fox Chapel with Gaffney going back forward in the corner. Gaffney with pressure. Wraps around with patience. Goes around the left side of the boards. Looks to get it past the Krakow, but back to him.
Well, T-Gaff gonna just try to find something here and does find Moret.
Moret on the right side boards. Moret dumped to Kepperling. Kepperling looked to Krakow and didn't get through. Gaffney with patience. Over to Kepperling. Kepperling goes to the wraparound, but it was stolen by Fox Chapel. Moret almost stole it back.
Oh, as they had the man open, but they couldn't hit him. That seems
Moret
like...
once again, kept in by Krakow from his knees. Shot from Moret, just wide.
Oh, I think he just whiffed on that
Oh,
shot.
big hit by
my
Kepperling,
God.
and a shot by Krakow, just
shots.
missed. Another nice save by Watson.
What a massive shot there. A momentum-changing hit, some might say.
Fox Chapel going in one-on-one on Gaffney. Slap shot, nice save by Lettieri.
You're not going to get an easy shot when you're one-on-one with Tyler Gaffney.
Fox Chapel with a scrum in the corner with Moret and Krakow. Gaffney coming in to help. He picks up the puck. Looks to Peevich. Peevich with time. Passes back to Gaffney. Donahue on the left side.
As he kind of loses it, but just going to dump it in and dump and change for him.
Donahue looked to Gaffney. Incompleted the pass. Over to Peevich. Peevich looking for Dante Tallarico. Tallarico towards the front. Didn't get through, and it is cleared for icing. Another missed power play opportunity for the Vikings.
0 for 3 on the power play. Something you're definitely going to look at. They're going to try to change going in that third intermission. 7:48 before that third intermission, the second intermission, excuse me, started the third period. 16-9 in terms of shots for the Vikes, and they've kind of dominated it because of the power plays. 3 tripping penalties by the Foxes. You think the Foxes will want to clear that up.
Now with Salvaggio on the draw, and Fox Chapel wins it. But Salvaggio picks it up, past to Tallarico. Tallarico
that's what's going to be
outside the zone to Castricani. Alger on the right side boards. He dumps it in deep with Donahue going in for pressure. Fox Chapel picks it up on the far side boards. And it is cleared back out. Castricani with a man on him. Wraps it back around. And Fox Chapel has time. Looked to go past, but it was picked
what a
off
play.
by Donahue. Beckham Alger with the shot, he scores!
And what a shot by Beckham Alger just to throw one in the net. Just an absolute snipe from the far side, letting it go.
That play all starts with Donahue's interception of that pass up the middle, that pass to Alger, and that very nice shot on the blocker side to even up the score 2-2 with 7:11 play.
And that's just a terrific shot. You're not going to see a better shot than that. It was a hard wrist shot. It was very impressive. Very impressive to watch. It just slide in there. It had a bit of curve on it, seemed.
Definitely. Beckham Alger has 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points on the year.
As Patrick Lettieri will check out for today, I believe he is done, as Jake Dole going to check into the game, one of the best goaltenders in all of the high school hockey. I would say in the nation, he's one of the better goaltenders of all high school hockey.
Lettieri has played a very nice game, and he should be proud of his effort on this.
Yeah, only allowing 2 goals on 10 shots. Just a great job by Pat Lettieri. One to be applauded for, and definitely applaud him for his service towards the Central Catholic hockey team for the 4 years in which he has played here.
Now Dole coming back in for the Vikings.
And he's already made 2 early saves.
He has been their horse this season, has played on his head the entire year with a 92 save percentage, with a very low goals against average on the year.
And a win by Sam Gaffney at the center position on the faceoff.
Over to Sarkis. Sarkis looks to Fabian. Fabian on the left side boards.
Great job.
Covered up by Watson.
I'm going to applaud Sam Gaffney on his way to bring that puck out of the ice after winning the faceoff, to get him in the right position to where he can receive the pass to be able to break out.
It's a very nice play. I feel like the coaching staff for the Vikings has really worked on that, breaking out of the zone, being able to get up the ice just the speed. And one of the Fox Chapel Foxes has sustained an injury earlier on in the game, and
I do believe there will be
the EMT, a mom of a alumni of Central Catholic, as stated earlier on in the ceremony by head coach Bill Connolly, will be attending to the injured Fox Chapel Fox.
Hope everything's okay.
And the face-off is lost by the Vikings and picked up by Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel on a 3-on-2. Fabian trailing, gets a piece of it, and it is turned back over to the Vikings. Gaffney wrapped to Fabian. Fabian looked to Gaffney, but just a little bit out of his reach. Gaffney with pressure. Banks it off the side of the net.
Oh, and a great save there, but gets to still end up in the Fox Chapel hands.
Pass to the front. And a nice defensive play by Sarkis.
Oh, and here comes
Sam Gaffney on the left side, cuts
Tyler
across
Gaffney's
the middle.
Trailing. He's one in the one-timer.
Looks
He got
for Gaffney.
it.
Gaffney combo just didn't work on that one.
No, he wanted it so hard, and he was calling for it.
Another chance for Gaffney, and another great save by Watson. And
Another opportunity.
Put out to the front of the net, just didn't cross the line.
And Sarkis will kick it back out. Oh, and it's still in the zone. It's a terrific offensive sequence here for the Vikes.
Bierk keeps it in. Bierk with the shot, just wide. Didn't even look like Watson saw that one from that far end side of the dot. Shot by Bierk, and picked up by Gaffney, and he scored!
That's Alexander Sarkis with the goal.
The big goal by Alex Sarkis.
His fourth of the season, and what a goal there off the rebound, and just lost out there. It looked like the Fox Chapel goaltender, and Sarkis just gonna power one in there.
With that great perimeter shot by Bierk to give the Vikings an easy tap-in goal and give Sarkis his fourth goal of the year, putting him on the board for a total of 6 points on the season.
What a goal there by Alex Sarkis. It's real impressive to see, just jam one in there. The Tennessee academic commit. Love to see it.
Sarkis is a very prominent Tennessee guy. He loves Tennessee. He's making Tennessee proud with that goal.
He is. I don't think he has any intentions in playing club hockey, but if he does, he'll be much welcome there, I believe.
And with 5 minutes left to play in the second period, the Vikings are now up 3-2 with Alger on the right side boards, looking for Krakow, but is tipped by Fox Chapel back to Alger. Alger looking for Moret. Kepperling going into the corner with pressure. And is picked up by Fox Chapel in the corner. Krakow to Peevich. Peevich looking to center, but is intercepted. Alger with time, brings it around the near side boards, and is dumped in deep with Kepperling with pressure. Kepperling with a nice body check on the Fox Chapel defender, and it is shot in by Alger, and a rebound, and it is almost picked up by Kepperling, but he couldn't get it to follow.
I think we were so excited we forgot to mention it. The Vikes have retaken the lead at 3-2.
That's a very good point. This is a very exciting game so far. Another exciting chance by Krakow, but he couldn't get the shot off.
That one's going to be dumped out.
And it is dumped out by Fox Chapel, and that will be an icing with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second period of play. The Vikings had a lot of very prominent offensive chances this period, with many perimeter shots leading to big rebounds, and Watson has been able to get over nicely to make a couple big saves to keep him in the game.
Yeah, only down one goal here. Still very much in this game.
Salvaggio on the draw for the Vikes, and it is picked up by Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel going in on 2-on-2, he just dumps it in deep, with Bierk going into pressure. Picked up by Donahue, turned over in the middle of the ice. Shot, it's tipped.
Oh, as they call it dead, because it looks like Jake Dole might have got hurt.
A little shaken up after that play with a little stick to the mask, it looked like. I could hear it from all the way up here, a little high stick to the face.
So Fox Chapel player is going to head to the locker room early. I do not know the reason.
Thank God Dold is okay. He's been a horse for this team, and we can't afford him to get hurt right now before playoffs. Tallarico over to Donahue. Donahue. Look back to Tallarico. Tallarico on the right side boards. Up in the air, picked up on the red line, dunked in deep. It is tipped by Fox Chapel, no icing, with Beer going in for pressure. Overskates it, but is picked back up.
Well, that's a big hit there by the Vikes, and another good job. I think they're very much leading the hit department today.
Perimeter shot by Fox Chapel, just wide. Picked up by Kashikani, dumped out to the right side board to Donahue. Donahue looking for Salvaggio, but it was a little bit out of his reach. Burek with pressure, it is chipped around him. Miskey for Fox Chapel, he shoots.
That one's going to be save made by Dole, and Dole with another great save.
Very unfortunate break for the Fox Chapel player. The assistant captain has broken his stick on that shot, on that big chance for the Foxes. To break your stick in that scenario is one a hockey player never wants to happen. Now the Vikes will go out with their top unit once again. And once again, another Fox Chapel, the Fox Chapel player that broke his stick is going to grab another one from the locker room.
And now the Vikes going to look to move it up the ice.
It is turned over by Peevich.
Oh, that was a great opportunity missed by Fox Chapel, shooting it way high the net.
Tough turnover by Fox Chapel on that play. Circus looking to pass up the boards, but it's taken. And that will be a penalty on the Vikings. A huge save by Dold to keep the lead 3-2.
See, I don't like that penalty call right there. I believe, I look like from our angle, Alex Sarkis just got hooked in the chest, forcing the turnover, and that results in an opportunity where the next play later, there's a trip on the Vikes on number 4, your brother, Tyler Gaffney, going to the box. First power play attempt here for the Foxes.
This is a very new occurrence for my brother, Tyler Gaffney, as he is not really a penalty taker in many games, but he got a tripping call in the middle of the ice, and hope he can change his ways when he comes out of the box with 2 minutes, 8 seconds left to play.
Yeah, definitely going to have 2 minutes to think about what he just did.
Pressure by Alger. And the Foxes will set it up on the power play. Shot by Henninger and saved by Dole.
A great save made by Jake Dole. Minute 43 now, that burns 17 seconds.
A nice powerful shot by Henninger on Dole, but he makes a nice save, nice routine slap shot save right in the chest.
As the Vikes will make a substitution.
Moret going in the draw with Downey.
Tries to clear it out.
The draw. Fox Chapel will set it up in the power play with Krakow pressure. Blocked by Peevich.
Tried to ice it out, but could not. Oh, that one hit the post, I believe.
That was a very weird shot for the Fox Chapel Foxes. It looked like Jake really didn't see it on that one and ringed off the post. Fox Chapel looked across, picked off by Alger. Alger,
it's going to be, he has an opportunity, one-on-one here.
One-on-one.
One man to beat.
Goes on the backhand.
As he tried to push it in,
but he tried to go near post, but lost control. And the Fox Chapel Foxes will try to reset on the power play with 55 seconds left remaining.
Yeah, I saw it.
Fox Chapel keeps it in. Looked to go to the front of the net, but picked off by Kashikani. Fox Chapel from behind the net. He waits with patience. Wrapped around to Cascane.
Great job here by the Vikes to limit shots here on this power play. As Moret's going to take it away.
Moret tries to dive and dump it in deep with 30 seconds remaining in the second period of play. He walks around the Vikings defenseman.
As Alger's slow to get up.
Alger slow to get up, and a huge save by Dole to keep them in the lead with 19.8 seconds remaining.
As Beckham Alger,
very slow to get up.
He looks like he's holding, it looks like his hip.
He went down with some force, and Beckham has been a great leader as the season's been on, and it's be very tough to lose him in a game like this.
12 seconds remaining on the power play. 19 seconds left remaining in the period.
Savaggio in the draw, and he wins it back to Bierek. Bierek pressuring. Fox Chapel turns it over to Pivich. Pivich trying to get one last rush with 10 seconds remaining. Kepperling on the left side, and Kepperling goes offsides as he was looking for the send pass by Pivich, and it didn't get off.
And that'll be just a dump in and end the period.
And that is the end of play through 2 periods, with the Vikes on top 3-2 going into the second intermission and ice cut. The Vikings lead the totals 21-18 and are looking to increase their lead as the third period starts up in about 15 minutes or so.
Well, this isn't an always game. And welcome back here to Alpha Ice Complex. Our score here, 3-2. The Vikes lead. 21 shots for the Vikes, 18 for the Foxes. They just killed off a penalty. Very nice job. Penalty was, I believe it was tripping by Tyler Gaffney, but a great job by the PK unit by the Vikes to kill it off.
Both teams this far have been 0 on their power play chances. And as the third period of play starts, Fox Chapel wins the draw. We go to D. Sarah picks it up on the left side boards. Shot, saved by Jake Dole.
And what a glove slave there. That is very attractive save right there.
Jake has a very strong glove hand and has been able to make some huge saves this season with that glove. Savaggio going in for the draw once again.
JV1 captain Joey Savaggio.
Picked up by Donahue. Fox Chapel dumps it in deep with Bierek pressuring. Tallarico pass to Savaggio. Vikings will go in on a 2-on-2 with Donahue and Krakow. Krakow with a shot and a rebound, and just missed by Donahue.
As the netminder looked like he didn't see where the puck was.
Fox Chapel has time. They will try and regroup behind the net and break out into the zone. Pass up the middle. Didn't connect. Pivich to Bierek. Bierek passed out the middle, but that would be icing.
It's being ice, won't be in the other end. Just a mental mistake there for the Vikes. As here comes this dominant line, as we've been saying, the starting line is going to come back on the ice for the Vikes.
With the goal already scored by number 43, Alex Sarkis, as we said earlier, puts him on the board for 6 points, 4 goals on the year.
I believe Krakow, Beckham, Alger, and Alex Sarkis were 3 goal scorers today for the Vikes.
Fox Chapel on the near side boards. Picked off by Gaffney. Oh, Fabian to Gaffney. Gaffney on the near side boards. Picked off by Fox Chapel.
And Fox Chapel looking to move it in transition now.
Fox Chapel on the far side boards. Cut towards the middle. Aaron pass. Gaffney picks it up. They go on a 2-on-4 odd man rush. Gaffney with Fabian. Sarkis trailing. Cuts to the far side post. And
Gaffney
scores!
Sam Gaffney, the team leader in goals, brings it up to 17 on the year. And just look at the pure speed by Samuel Gaffney to get all the way down the ice and shove one in the back of the net.
Sam Gaffney has relied on that move heavily as this season has gone on, as Coach Billy calls it, the big boy move, as you drive to the far post and stuff it into the net, as he went 5-hole on Watson. It looked like Watson was in front of that one. He just didn't get all of it and went right through his 5-hole, and the Vikings are up 4-2.
A bit of an insurance goal here for the Vikes, now up 2, with a terrific goal there by Sam Gaffney.
Fabian tried to grab possession, and it went out of play. With 13:10 to play in the third period of play, with the Vikings up 4-2.
This will be a face-off from the far corner here in the Vikes zone.
Gaffney, Sam Gaffney to be exact, has been a very strong goal scorer. That puts his 17th on the score sheet. I think it will stay at 16, however, as this is a scrimmage instead of a official game, but
I do believe you are correct with that. Stats do not count for today.
But he would be pretty pumped when we get home. We'll talk about that all night.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be hearing that one for a while.
Fox Chapel pass through the middle. Jake had an eye on it the whole way, and Fox Chapel didn't get a shot off.
Yeah, it looks like the Fox Chapel shot was just wide of the net, so no shot on goal. And to
Fox
score,
Chapel.
you have to have shots on goal.
Fox Chapel with pressure by Fabian. Fabian pressuring. Back to the D-man. Back to Jacobs. Jacobs with a shot. And a nice save by Dold. And he fanned on it at the point.
As Fabian just sort of whiffed on the puck and is still in the zone.
Fabian looking for Gaffney, but it didn't convert. Fabian pressuring again. He's been all over. He's been all over it. Fabian with a big hit. Student section loving that one of the future Vikings, the future varsity Vikings in the top right corner of the rink.
Oh yeah, the future Vikes, very much happy to see the guys doing well. And of course, some of them current Vikes, because this is all senior lineup, some seniors on JV have been called up for today. So they got a little rest game, load management, some might call it.
Fox Chapel wins the draw and is cleared.
No icing called.
Bierek looking for Krakow.
And Moret gonna break it out. He's moving with speed.
With Kepperling on a 2-on-1. Moret shoots, saved by Watson.
Second attempt, scores.
Krakow once again, second goal of the night to make it 5-2 for the Vikings.
As he gets 2 here on senior night, that one's going to be assisted by Antonio Moret. And then Vikes make it a 3-goal lead, and I think they found their stride today. Of course, you wonder how long it was going to take for them to find their stride, because given most of these guys actually haven't played on the same team this year, given the fact that there are so many guys who came up from JV, there's the existing varsity players whose lines are all mixed matched and everything, and it looks like the chemistry is really clicking right now.
It is very impressive to watch this team play, because a lot of these guys, as you said, they don't really play with each other that often. I think actually this line is all a JV1 line, so they've been playing with each other for all year. So this chemistry is really showing right now with Krakow's 2 goals on the year.
Oh, and they're breaking it out again.
Moret going in another 2-on-2, and it is taken back by Fox Chapel. Moret with time. Looks to Kepperling. Kepperling on the far side boards with a shot. Tipped by Krakow again.
It's going to be another.
Krakow looking for another, for the hat trick on the night.
Trying to go for that third one. I don't have a hat, but I'll figure out something to throw on the ice if he does get that one.
Yeah, we could throw out your sweatshirt or something.
I was thinking the water bottle.
That's not a bad idea either. Salvaggio again for the draw. And is picked up by Fox Chapel as they break out on a 2-on-2 with Bierek and Pivich back. Pass to Heisinger, and he missed the shot. He couldn't convert. Heisinger again. Pass back. Looking for the shot with patience. Pass, and the slap pass couldn't convert for Fox Chapel as Tallarico is pressuring on the right side. Fanned on by Tallarico. Fox Chapel cuts across the middle. tip by Donahue, but he kees possession.
That shot can be wide. I think it was tipped on the shot, but no shot on goal. As Jake Dole looked ready for it, though.
Fox Chapel with patience. Fox Chapel waiting. We're unable to convert the pass, and Peevich picks it up in the defensive end. Peevich with pressure, 2 guys on him. Fox Chapel looking at the far post, he goes for a wraparound and saved by Jake Dole once
And what
again.
a save as he just, in the butterfly position, just slides over there and makes an easy save to stop the goal from going in, and it's still a 3-goal lead here for the Vikes.
From our angle, it looked like that wraparound was going to convert, but then
It did, and then Jake Dole just came out of nowhere.
The big pad of Jake just came out and stopped that one like it was nothing.
It's hard to get past him. Has not allowed one today. I believe he has 7 saves.
Now Gaffney again loses the draw to the Fox Chapel Foxes. It is dumped in deep.
Beckham Alger back on the ice. That's good to see after he went down earlier.
Fox Chapel with patience once again. Go to D. Break out into the offensive zone. Unable to convert the pass, but is dumped out by Kashikani. And Fox Chapel has time once again with 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in this third period of play. Kashikani over to Fabian.
Fabian couldn't control it, and it'll be a turnover.
Sarkis back to Kashikani.
Good play there to intercept the pass by Sarkis.
Gaffney chips it around the defenseman with Sarkis on the right side. He goes back to the far post, looks for the 5-hole again, and Watson was able to smother that one up to keep that one out of the net.
Oh, you knew Sam Gaffney was going to take that one. He had his eyes on the goal, and no one was stopping him with that just electrifying speed just to get around the defender to have the open line at the goal.
These defensemen are struggling to keep hold on him this game. He's taken that quote by Bill Connolly, the big boy move to affect this game.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're a quick defenseman, you can't keep up with Sam Gaffney.
It's very tough. Alger on the far side boards, dumped in deep. Sam Gaffney pressuring. Downey, wrapped to Goldstein. Shot by Kashikani just wide, almost drilled Jack Sabo, the referee, in the helmet. No ice. Ricky Kashikani with the puck behind the net, wrapped back to Alger. Alger brings it up the near side boards. Looks for Fabian. Back to Gaffney, and that is offside.
I don't know about that one, Jimmy.
Gaffney seemed to enter the zone a little bit later than Fabian, and the puck just crossed the line a little bit too late, and that'll be offsides with 8:49 left to play in the third period.
Credit to Sabo, calling it fairly, not picking any sides on this one. I would say a fair amount of calls called on each side.
Sabo is a very qualified referee who has refereed games at the Division I NCAA level.
He's also refereed nationals at that Division I NCAA level.
It's a very huge accomplishment. He has told me a lot about it as I see him around the halls at school. It's a very cool thing to hear about. And as we go with Kepperling,
they're moving it.
Kepperling on a 2-on-1. He goes to the corner, shot on Watson, routine save.
He still has the puck.
Grabs it again. Back to Krakow with 2 goals on the night.
Oh, looking for Moret, puck got caught up on the boards.
Moret to Peevich. Peevich to Gaffney. Gaffney with a shot. And a stop by Watson.
Still
and
free?
almost a rebound. Another by Krakow and Kepperling in front of the net, but couldn't get it to convert.
That one's going to be out.
Gaffney with pressure. Gaffney over to Peevich. Peevich to Krakow. Kepperling. Kepperling dumped it in deep. Pressuring the Fox Chapel Fox defenseman. Looked to try and get it to Krakow at the front, but didn't convert. Hill with pressure from Kepperling. Gaffney
Back over to Peevich. Oh, Peevich making
peeks
him.
around the defender. Just fanned on the shot slightly.
Peevich, what a move there by Ethan Peevich. Just make the man skate exactly past him with great stick handling.
Kepperling really wanted that one. He let out a belt of a scream when he didn't get that rebound in front of the net. It just shows how competitive this game is to a lot of these guys who love to play for the Central Hockey program and know the competitive aspect of hockey for this team.
And again, we're saying it, this might not matter for any standings points, but this matters to these players. They don't want to lose.
100%. Now back Fox Chapel going up the middle. Goldstein over to Hessinger. Hessinger on the left side. On the right side boards, try to get back to the defenseman, was unable to keep it as he dove out to try to make the stop, but didn't keep it in. Hessinger, once again, stopped by the Viking defense. Pivich wrapped around to Tallarico with pressure. Shot wide by Fox Chapel. Pivich wrapped to Gaffney. Over to Donahue. Donahue back to Gaffney. Gaffney over to Pivich. Pivich waiting. Back to Gaffney. Gaffney to Savaggio. Savaggio dumps it in deep, and the Vikings will go for a change. Fox Chapel breaking out into the offensive zone. Tried to go for the stretch fast, were unable to convert. Kashikani in for the puck behind the net. Hessinger to the front, unable to convert and get a shot off. Fabian looking for Gaffney. Sarkis pressuring in the zone.
Oh, Sarkis, he knows how to play this. Slow down, let him take the puck, and then come in there with some pressure on him. That one's going to be poked free to the Fox Chapel defender.
Fox Chapel bringing up the far side boards. Look to the front. Once again, another stop by Gaffney in the front of the net.
Oh, look
Gaffney
at Sam.
On the left side boards. Tried to drop back to Fabian. Unable to convert.
I just
wasn't ready for it.
Fabian was not expecting that one. Oh,
nice
what a
look
save.
by Fox Chapel. A nice paddle save by Dold on that play with 5:25 to play in this third period. Gaffney.
Oh, no, here comes Gaffney again.
On the right side.
Gaffney and Sarkis on a 2-on-3.
Middle, but is taken off by the defense.
There
nice
is
stretch
a
pass by Fox Chapel.
There is a glove on the ice. I don't know whose glove it is. It looks like it's a red and black glove, so I'm going to assume it's a Fox Chapel glove.
On the far side boards. Easy save by Dold. Another routine save.
And a good save there by the Vikes.
And the shot totals for this game thus far: 28 for the Vikings, 24 for the Fox Chapel Foxes. It's been a very high intensity game with a lot of high scoring chances and a lot of just great opportunities for both teams to convert.
Yeah, I can't ask for much more than this in terms of entertainment factor with the high volume of shots, high number of goals, 5-2 our score.
Alger. Fox Chapel tries to center it to the middle, but picked off by Alger.
Oh, here comes Beckham.
Alger.
Oh, he dumped it over.
He was on the left side, and he went towards the middle and just lost him.
Yeah, I think that's just a miscommunication. I think that's another example of guys not playing with each other normally.
That's definitely a good point.
Tony Moret
almost
trying to lay
big
a shot.
hit by Moret. As I said earlier, Moret's a very physical player. He might be a little guy, but he's a cannon out there trying to hit these big guys with no fear. Krakow going for the third goal of the game for himself.
Yeah, Moret kind of reminds me of Tom Wilson. Just not as dirty.
Or big. But I like the comparison. Pivich going in behind the net. Pivich wrapped around to Alger. Alger over to Krakow. Krakow looking for Kepperling, just not enough speed. They go D to D, trying to break out, picked off by Pivich. Moret dumps it in deep, and the Vikings go for a change. The Foxes are breaking out, going in the offensive zone.
Gonna try to find
for the drop pass.
Goal.
And an easy routine save by Dold. Dold has looked very solid in this game thus far.
Elite goaltender, hard to get shots past him. Unless he makes a crucial mistake, he doesn't make those very often, which is why he has one of the highest save percentage in all of the PIHL.
Definitely. These shots have been coming from a low impact area, and a lot of the shots really haven't been testing him as much as they might think.
And credit credit to the defense by not just Jake Dole, but the offensive players to be able to get those opportunities.
Fox Chapel behind the net. He tries to flip it back, but lost it.
Yeah, I don't think he had that in his bag.
Fox Chapel walking the blue line. Saucer pass on the right side boards. Shot by Hill, just wide of the net. Tallarico going into the far side boards, dumped out. With Salvaggio pressuring and Dan Donahue on the left side. No ice as Burek pressures. Fox Chapel with it on the far side boards. Looking for the pass in front. Picked off by Burek.
Oh, he's going to move it up.
Looking for Salvaggio. Just out of reach. No icing.
Yeah, that's a good play by Salvaggio to make the full attempt. Really sell the attempt of him going for it to stop the icing. You got to change.
With 2 minutes left to play.
Here comes his dominant line again. This is going to be an offsides called.
2:11 left to play in this hockey game with a score of 5-2 with the Vikings ahead. Both teams have played very strong, but the Vikings in particular have had many more quality chances. Even though the shots are close, the Vikings have tested Watson a lot more. And the Vikings have taken a
too many men
penalty.
on the ice, I believe.
It seems as my color man Ryan just said, I think it was a too many men on the ice penalty.
And that's again goes back to not really playing with each other, knowing when guys are coming off the ice. Kind of miscommunication going on the ice. And
it's an uncommon play at this level. I feel like it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to affect the game very much, though. They've already killed off one penalty. Their penalty kill is one of the best in all of the PIHL.
With Dante Tallarico being the fill for the 2-minute minor.
Credits to Dante for being the man to take that penalty. Oh, and a good clear out by Sam Gaffney.
As Ryan just said. Goldstein waiting behind the net. The Fox Chapel Foxes better pick up the pace if they want to try and get back in this game.
Oh, they're going to move it up.
Henninger wraps it around the net. Back to the defenseman. Walks the line. Back to Henninger. Up to Goldstein. Goldstein waiting. Sarkis with pressure. Tips it. Kashikani trying to block it. Nice save by Jake Dole. Goldstein waiting at top again. Over to Henninger. Henninger fake shot. Down to the slot. Look to the front. And it didn't get through. Blocked by Pevich.
This is great defense right here.
Henninger with a shot in front, tipped, and a huge save by Dole.
Still loose, he's on the ground.
He is on the ground.
Did he just make a save on the ground?
That just shows the star game Jake Dole is having. He is on his bottom, and he made that save.
I am speechless, Jimmy. That is probably one of the best saves I've ever witnessed.
With one of the Fox Chapel players right on top of me, still keeps the puck out of the net.
Yes, still very impressive. Just top 10 save there.
That basically sums up the night the Vikes are having with that big save.
Someone needs to send that in the Sports Center.
Oh, definitely. With 54 seconds left in this 50th anniversary senior night game for the Central Catholic Vikings. Face-off is won by Kepperling. And there will be a penalty call on the Foxes for roughing.
Oh, and they're gonna let him hear him about that one.
The student section of the future Vikings are loving that. They're booing him off the ice.
You love to see it. He'll be in the box for the remainder of the game.
45.9 seconds remaining.
And now for some 4-on-4 action.
You gotta love the 4-on-4. More space, more open ice, make plays happen.
As the fans are displaying their sort of disbelief and astoundment at that call by Jack Saba.
As the Vikes go in for the face-off in their own end with Krakow out on the ice trying to get the hat trick with 40 seconds left. Will he do it? And that'll be another icing call.
It's now 37.7 seconds remaining here. The Vikes basically on a victory walk.
And and Krakow has been taken off the ice, so no chance for this hat trick tonight.
Unfortunate, but 2 goals still very impressive.
Very solid game out of him. Salvaggio with pressure behind the net. Fox Chapel breaking out with 30 seconds remaining. They got to pick up the pace, get 3 goals quick. I don't know if it's possible.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's slim and none, and Slim just left the building.
Pressure by the Vikings with 13 remaining in this 50th anniversary senior night game. Strip matter blocked by Salvaggio.
And that's going to do it.
3 seconds remaining.
2-1.
And the Vikings have come out with the W in their 50th anniversary senior night recognition game with the victory of 5-2.
2 goals by Aaron Krakhaus, 1 by Beckham Alger, 1 by Samuel Gaffney, and of course, Alex Sarkis had 1 goal. 5-2 here, our score from Alpha Ice Complex. You can't get any better. Who would you give your first star of the game to?
Aaron Krakow had a very solid game tonight, but I'm gonna have to. Jake Dole didn't let up any goals in his period and a half of play.
Yeah,
so
coming in halfway through that second period.
Tight competition, but I feel like it's tough to give stars out in a game like this. I feel like
everyone plays so solid.
The Vikes play with their hearts. They played together as a team, even though they don't really play with each other too often. But
yeah, some signs of that showing where the chemistry is a bit off. But overall, such a great game, such an entertaining game, and such a great night of hockey. The real meaning of being here behind supporting these seniors and just their dedication. Some of them have played for this program for 7 years, since the middle school team. They played for them, played their hearts out for this team, and a standing ovation for them from here, from Alpha Ice Complex.
Well, thank you for joining us on this 50th anniversary game at Alpha Ice Complex in Harmer, Pennsylvania. I'm Jimmy Gaffney with Ryan Meredith and the Viking Productions team. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next broadcast.